This is a story from CBS. A dog tore off her upper lip. 5 surgeries later, she's a voice for others with facial injuries.
Yeah.
She's 20 years old, and she was teaching English, and everything was going fine.
Dogs don't want to learn English.
Skateboarding, modeling, all that stuff.
Yep.
In November 2020, her cousin invited her to take advantage of a cheap flight and visit her in Arizona. Her biggest words about a zit on her upper lip. Then something Corey still can identify triggered her cousin's pit bull. The dog launched at her face, bit down. It weighed 100-something pounds easily, clammed its jaws on her upper lip, and stayed there for nearly a minute.
Yeah, there was
Corey
a tug
said
of war.
she was too startled to scream, but when she finally got the dog to release its grip, she saw something fly on the wall and fall on the floor. It didn't really hit me that it was my lip. I couldn't process that. She didn't realize the true extent of the damage for several minutes. When she opened her phone selfie camera to inspect what she thought might be a deep cut, she found everything from the nose down was completely ripped off. Holy crap.
Yeah, the photos are crazy.
That's what they're bred to do. They're not like, and if you want
They're
a
not
dog for
bred to eat your face.
they're bred to kill. Like they were designed to fight other dogs, and so they're bred for violence.
Check it out. This is what she looks like now.
Hey,
Wait,
that's
it's not going to let me look at it, but you can see right there. I don't know if I can zoom in or whatever.
What a story.
So you can see she's still got, like, it's all right. You know, like, they did good work to get that back to normal.
It's noticeable,
good
but
job.
it's still, she's just such a good-spirited person that,
Yo, that's crazy, man.
yeah.
So what are we saying? We're saying pit bulls shouldn't be allowed?
Selectively bred out of existence.
Yeah,
You're saying she didn't speak ill of the dog.
At all.
She was just like, it's a thing that happened.
Yeah,
Bro, dude, there's a story of some lady who was feeding her neighbor's pit bulls or like her friend's pit bulls. And her friend was like, hey, can you feed my dog? She's like, sure. And she went over and she had things of food and she went outside and the dog just mauled her to death.
Yeah.
They just jumped on her and just ripped her to shreds and killed her. And it was like, why would they do that? No idea.
And there's so many dogs that have a propensity for violence that can be defense
Bro,
dogs.
I got to tell you,
My
man,
pit bull.
I had a moment. We were in Martinsburg, and some people had a pit bull off the leash running around. And I was like, quickest way to get me to draw is like, that pit bull was running up to me and my wife.
I was like, oh,
and I'm
it
like,
should be a
bro,
felony.
I'm not letting a pit bull run up to me for any reason.
Dispatcher.
Because the problem is, I'm not saying that somebody owns a pit bull and got in their backyard or whatever. I got no business. That's fine, just as long as it's controlled. But the dog might be running up to me because it feels like I'm threatening their family, and that's a triggering reason to make that pit bull go nuts. And then I got to worry about my family. So keep your pit bulls on a leash, bro.
How did you handle that one?
I just took a defensive posture and stood still, and then the dog came up, sniffed. I went to my car, and then it ran off, and I was like,
Because most times they don't have any bad intentions.
But one thing I've
Raise a
heard,
dog to be violent. That's why it's violent.
not pit bulls, though.
but I've heard that they
the
get
problem.
addicted
I
to
don't
it.
think so.
They're genetically.
So-
yeah.
I think that if a pit bull, a lot of people that have pit bulls, because I've been to the pound, there's a lot of pit bulls in the pound because people want to be tough. They want to have a cool dog, take a photo, look how tough I am on Instagram, and then they don't know how to take care of it because they're idiots. And then that dog has mental issues. It's been treated poorly. It's been neglected, and it is a monster. It's built-in steroids. It's a jacked beast. But if it's the same as, look, I had a Chihuahua. If you poked that Chihuahua, he would bite you because he came from the streets. He got left on the streets, and I rescued him. It's just he's like 5 pounds, and he's not 100 pounds. The same rules apply. If you treat a dog poorly, if you treat a human poorly, it will be a dangerous person when it's older. It's the same rules apply with the dog. It's just this particular breed. If it does go rogue, it's gonna kill somebody.
So here's the stats. Pit bull attribution through claims, 60 to 68% of fatal and serious injuries. DNA verified, 25 to 30% are genetically verified pit bull bites. And pit bulls are 6% of the dog population.
Yeah.
So you said people claim 60 to 65% of claims are that this is from a pit bull, and
So-
30% is verified by genetic.
Reported, it's about 60 to 68, I think was the number.
Yeah.
60 to 68% of reported serious or fatal bites are pit bulls. Wow.
It's a
Of
lot
those
people that
bites.
get those dogs are those kind of people.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah,
you
maybe.
want to. It's an image. A lot of people get these dogs because they think they're a badass. Look at my badass dog, and they're not friendly to animals. They're not like pet friendly people. A lot of people get pets and don't take care of them or throw them away. Like that's why the pound is packed, because people think they want a dog, but they're not prepared to actually take care of the dog. Same rules apply with children, dude.
So the
People are terrible.
the breed was created for bull baiting. And
What
then
baiting?
Bull baiting.
What is that?
Between the 1500s and 1800s, pit bulls were bred specifically for the bloody sport of bull baiting, where dogs attacked bulls for entertainment. Oh, wow. It was banned in 1835. After that, they were used for dog fighting.
Yep.
After that, they became work and companionship general pets.
Where did they get first created? Does it say?
Probably England.
Yeah. Where did
England,
the
like a
breed
crossbreed of a
originate?
That's where like all the breeds
bulldog?
developed. Yeah.
pit bull. I mean, that's
England, Ireland, and Scotland in the early 19th
You have to think
century.
like that's the origin. Is with the pit bull, it's designed to kill bulls, and like a golden retriever, it's designed to retrieve a fowl without crushing its. Like you could put an egg in a golden retriever.
oh, that's why they're so gentle.
Yeah,
like
they're
a
like
baby's
literally.
head and
So it's like if you had a golden retriever and you mistreated it or treated it poorly, it would probably still turn out to be a fairly decent dog. And if you had a pit bull and you mistreated it or whatever, it's going to kill you. I mean,
I asked
there's genetic
ChatGPT,
differences too.
do pit bulls kill more? Yes, pit bulls are involved in more fatal attacks than any other breed.
it's just not a coincidence. It's not purely environmental. It does have to do with genetics that are passed down from the parents. That's how humans are too. It's a touchy conversation, but that's just the way animals are built. Yeah. And
So, to your point, the argument they make is you are correct in that for a lot of these attacks, it's people who have abused the dogs. The dogs are poorly socialized. However, in that capacity, the dogs were specifically bred to have high strength and powerful jaws. Right. So if you get a poodle that's screwed up and a pit bull that's screwed up, the poodle, no one cares.
It's like I said with the Chihuahua.
Right. Nobody cares. The Chihuahuas are nasty.
Yeah, like my Chihuahua that I had for a very long time. I wouldn't let a kid go near him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't trust kids, and his reaction to being scared was he would attack. It was just he had like 3 teeth left in his head by the time he was done, so he didn't do that much damage, but he had bad intentions.
It's probably true of all animals. Like they say, 100% of human fatalities by killer whales were in captivity, right? Nobody's ever been killed in the wild by a killer whale. That's the exact same thing.
I mean, same with horses, dude. Like you treat a horse poorly, and then you just some new person shows up and starts walking around the back of it. It's probably a bad idea.
That was the first lesson I got when I went to my friend's stable. She was like, "I'm going to introduce you to my horses. Don't be a dick; they'll kill you." And I was like,
Wow. One kick.
Well, that's
"She's
a
got big
horse.
ones."
Like my best friend is a horse, but he is also 1,200 pounds. Like if he wanted to, he could do stuff to anybody.
have you
But
ever
they're chill,
experienced?
you know. They're like, "Hey, look, man, you give me the oats, we cool."
While you're riding the horse, I've heard that. Does your heartbeat synchronize with their heartbeat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can talk to my horse without saying words. He can hear me through my thoughts.
Oh, awesome.
You can laugh at that if you want, because I was like, that's a lie. And then I kept trying it. And every now and then I would say, come over here, when he'd walk on the other side of the barn, and he'd come over, and I'm like, that was just a coincidence. And I do it all the time, and it keeps happening.
Wow.
And I'm
It's like Avatar. Remember that
it
movie?
is, dude. Dude, horses changed my mind about the way I treat people. Like, because horses don't talk, but you get a feeling if this person's a good person or a bad person, and that's how horses judge everything. Like the way what you're thinking, what your mood is, they know. They'll know if you got bad intentions, you're in a bad mood. If you're really sad, horses will comfort you if you're in a time of stress or a time of need. They will know it.
I've heard that, and you got to consider that they're big and they got big brains.
Yeah, and big hearts.
Yeah, and they can tell. They can see you. They can see your expressions. They can see how you sound. There's one funny story. This is a really, really common story, but it was, I can't remember who posted this. It's somebody I follow on X. Said they were having a hard time mounting their horse. And so finally the horse just made a sound of annoyance and then kneeled down.
Wow.
Like the horse was like, "Oh my God, you suck." And then just got down like, "Get on."
I seen a video of the horse. He puts his foot up for the little girl, like a 9-year-old, puts his foot up and then pushes her up to get on his back.
You know, I gotta be honest. Like, imagine there were these little fuzzy dudes, like raccoons or something, that just ran around and were harmless, and they'd run up to you and like pull on your pants and then climb up on your back and just ride around on you. Humans would be totally down with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like, "This is hilarious."
Yeah, if
This guy's
monkeys
chilling.
didn't steal your shit, I'd be down.
But if
let him crawl on me.
that little raccoon was kind of an asshole and you didn't like him,
You'd kick him off.
You would.
So
You'd kick him off.
I was gonna say deer. That's funny. Are horses the largest domesticated land mammal?
No.
Off the top of my head, what else is bigger? No, well, domesticated.
Bulls?
Yeah, I guess we domesticate bulls.
Wait, bulls are domesticated?
Yes.
But horses are huge.
Wait, are they?
Yes.
You say
Oh, yeah, people do ride them. You're right. Yeah.
They don't exist in the wild. Like, what is? Let me ask you. What is the proper name of the animal?
For what? What do you mean?
Esquilax.
Like the scientific name.
No, it's just like, so I can point to a chicken and call it a chicken.
Yeah.
Right? A bull or a cow, what are they?
I don't know.
They're both
Some might say
cows.
cattle, perhaps,
Okay.
maybe.
Bovine.
But cattle refers to the group, So, yeah, bovine, perhaps. The point is, colloquially in English, we don't call them by their animal name. We call them just bulls or cows. Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I think horses have been with us for so long. That's another thing.
It's so sad that
We've always been connected to horses. Like,
Ungulates. Ungulate just means like hoofed mammal, I
I
think.
wonder.
oh wow.
Did we like breed them to be what they are today? These are just questions can't be answered.
well, it's just sad that we call dogs our best friends, but like horses went to war with us.
Nah, dogs are better.
I'm wondering because people don't have the access to the horses as much.
Bro,
I
you guys
wonder
know
if-
the dog story, right?
which one?
How dogs got domesticated? It's one of my favorite.
Little bit. I
One of
think
my
about it a
favorite
lot.
kindergarten factoids. So there's something called flight time, and that is the distance between an animal, a human can get to an animal. So the flight time just means 10 meters, 15 meters. And so for pigeons, for instance, the flight time right now for a pigeon is literally like 1 foot. You can walk up to a pigeon and it won't move. You could even swing your foot at it and it'll just hop, and they don't care about you because humans leave them alone. So you go back 40,000 years or whatever, and there are wolves and there are humans. The wolves that had a lower flight time to humans and were less aggressive were more likely to survive because the humans would leave behind bones and
Yeah,
refuse.
they work together.
So at first, the wolves would just come and scavenge the camp after the humans left. If the humans tolerated the humans were more likely to survive because the wolves would piss all around the camp and bears and other predators would stay
Yeah,
away.
wow. Yeah.
You do that for 10,000 years, and eventually they were proto-dogs, they called them, walking through the human camps. So long as they weren't aggressive towards humans didn't care.
Man, I was thinking how they like
Wait.
to. Oh,
The best part is, at some point, the humans noticed that the wolf pack, the proto-dogs, started sniffing and running off, and they said, let's follow them. And then they found them tracking elk or something, and so then they threw spears at it, killed it. Everybody got to eat, and this created the evolutionary pressure where dogs and humans were naturally selected together to survive.
Yeah.
Now, here's the best part. How did cats get domesticated?
Yeah, I know about this.
They're an invasive species we tolerate.
Right, but they started to hang out in like, was it in Native Americans?
I think
Kill the rodents, you
Egypt.
fools.
That's incorrect. Really?
that-
Myth. Well, terriers were bred to kill rodents. Cats, we just tolerate because we find them to be funny.
But he says a lot of crazy stuff.
This is why. Sorry, this is why. My dad told me, he's a firefighter. He says, "Do you know what happens if there's a fire and the family has a dog? They'll find the dog scratching its paws bloody, trying to break the door down to save the family. Do you know what happens with the cat when there's the fire?
He gets out of there.
We haven't figured it out because we never find the cat.
Yeah, because he has the capability.
The cat's just, here's
Dogs
another
don't
one.
have the capability.
Do you know what happens when someone who owns a dog dies of old age or natural causes in their home?
They eat
Yeah,
him.
we all know this.
Dogs have eaten people that have died as well. I know
Typically-
you're going to say cats eat people.
Typically, the dogs are found dead of dehydration next to their owner. Cats just eat the body.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, man. It's survival.
I was thinking about how
I'd eat you too if I was alive.
how the dogs carry sticks and they love carrying sticks, and that at some point in the past we must have either they watched us collect firewood. That's basically what they're collecting. Firewood is what I think that comes from, and we picked the ones that love to go get the firewood for us so much. Maybe they watched us,
okay.
or like mimicking us, bringing the sticks back, and the ones that really loved the sticks we would breed more of. And then
Never made the firewood connection. But
Yesterday, I thought of it. I watched a video of dogs carrying sticks. I'm like, oh yeah, I drag sticks out of the
Is that a
woods.
thing you came up with?
I just thought of it yesterday.
You know what? I think you're wrong. I think I've seen those videos where the dog carries the beer to the guy.
Yeah.
And beer is what created civilization. So I think it was actually beer.
could be.
Yeah, the drunk.
They were like, "What do we
better
need
argument.
dogs for? Watch this. Hey, beer." And the dog gets it, and they're like, "Yo."
Before we move on, I do just want to say, like, you made the claim that horses can't talk, but I think back in the day they used to, right?
Speak,
Well, there was this
language.
there was this black and white show. I remember it. It was.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
need to go there. We could have just moved on to the next subject.
Let's move on.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.